Hello and welcome on board of the oracleboat channel. My name is Natalia and today I'm going to do a tarot reading on Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I started digging before I press record, obviously, with numerology, and I've done a very basic calculation on Elon Musk, Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump maybe a bit more than basic, and also the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I'm using Eastern numerology system. It comes from Eastern Europe. Not many people know it in English-speaking countries, but I find it very reliable and I've been working with it for quite a while. This numerological system helps to get very detailed information on the person, personality, traits, life in general, and also relationships with other people. So I've done one for Elon and Donald, and surprise, this is their profile, but as a problematic aspect here, we've got a strength card. So the strength card as a problematic aspect when it comes to friendship, because it does look like they are very friendly with each other, and as if there is a lot of support from Elon Musk to Donald Trump, and a lot of admiration even, and love for, he said he loves his president, and it doesn't really add up, if I'm honest. If you look at the strength card as a problematic aspect, you can hardly talk about friendship at all. There is just no ground for friendship to take place. It's rather impossible for them to be friends. So there is something else going on. If we look at this relationship, the door just opened and closed. Someone coming in. If we look at this relationship as a business relationship, if we look at it from the perspective of employer-employee, so the president is an employer here, an employee, or maybe it's the other way around, you never know. And the employee is Elon Musk. Then there is a very unclear instruction on the job role, the duties, what is supposed to be done, how it's supposed to be done, and expectation to make someone work like a robot. Not like a human being. So the expectations are way too high when it comes to what can be performed by one person. If we look at it from the perspective of business partners, there is a lot of legal issues. We have seen that already with Twitter. That was addressed in the public in a very light and jokey way, and obviously Elon Musk has handed the claim that Donald Trump has made before his times with Twitter. He handed this to the lawyers and said, well, do whatever you think is right and deal with it with, whatever, do whatever you think is legally right. And actually, Twitter, Elon Musk, had to pay Donald Trump compensation for the things that Twitter, the way that Twitter treated Donald Trump before the times of Elon Musk. So that was already showing up, but I don't think that's it. I don't think that is it. I think that was a very mild version of legal problems, but also when we talk about legal problems, if people are partners in business, there is a problem with establishing a company. There is a problem with starting the company, establishing it, the legalities of it, the paperwork, the red tape, and law problems with the law in general, just hooping through the law in order to get done what needs to be done. And we are not talking about company here, we are talking about country here. So I think the biggest problems here is that maybe there is an expectation towards one person here, and I think that would be Elon Musk, where the law, well, there's an expectation of him to provide certain changes where the law doesn't allow those changes. And maybe it's against the Constitution, maybe the Constitution is a problem, maybe Constitution needs to be rewritten, and it's not really supposed to be. But there is legalities that are getting in the way, that's for sure. And it could be legalities between them two. There could be lawsuits, but also it could be legalities in general that prevent one of them at least to perform what has been expected. And the expectations in general are not very realistic. But also the Strength card does talk about some sort of, abuse, control, abuse as well, yes. You can't talk about friendship here. If this card comes as a problem, this is not a friendship. It might look like a friendship, but it's not a friendship. And it might look like they like each other, but they actually don't. They actually don't like each other. Not with this card as a problematic aspect. So that is, to start with, Elon Musk and Donald Trump relationship. What we can do is to have a look in more details with tarot cards. And let's see what does the relationship look like and how it is going to evolve. Is this friendship going to last? What is the purpose of this friendship really as well? Let's have a look within the tarot. I'd like to thank the spirit guides for helping with this act of divination. Apologies if you see me losing my breath. It's charms of twin pregnancy is that you get hungry for air, and it's definitely my case. Nothing is wrong, so don't be alarmed. Donald Trump and Elon Musk, relationship between them two. How is it going to evolve? What's this relationship really for? What's the purpose of this relationship? We have got the Strength card again. Interesting, we've got a jumper again. That jumper was there a few times. A few times already. Ooh, okay. One more. Okay. What is the purpose of this relationship? That is an interesting card here. I hope you can see it. If I bring it too close, it will be probably overexposed. What you can see on this card is that there is this is a Knight of Swords, but with this deck of card, I don't really tend to look at what this card is. I just look at the picture here, and you can see there is a horse that is carrying the head in the arms. Of the head belongs to the person who is riding the horse, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, okay, well, let's do this. The Knight of Swords is a person who is rushing into talking, doing, person who is not thinking through certain things, someone who is a bit out of control, a bit judgmental very often, reckless as well, someone who, well, is out of control, I guess. That is a very good analogy. And I feel like the person, obviously, the person who is riding the horse, who would that be? That would be a president. But the president doesn't have a head. The horse is holding on to the head. I really hope you can see this card well. If not, I might just photograph it and put it on the side screen. It really talks millions, this card, to me. It really does. And what do we see here as well? The first thing that I look at that's just screams is Elon Musk's side. Elon Musk is deeply disappointed. Very disappointed here for some reason. I don't know whether did he have hopes? Maybe he did. Maybe that's how it started. Maybe he had high hopes, and he's like, right, I just got myself into a tricky situation, and it's not what I thought it would be. Or he's disappointed with what he's finding out, how things are going. He is kind of like a horse that carried Donald Trump for a while. He is that kind of horse. He is the horse that was also kind of holding his head in his hands. He is the horse that was kind of carrying him and trying to control him. But he's disappointed. Either he's disappointed because he is not getting what he wanted, he doesn't see what he hoped he would see, or I'm not quite sure. But there's a huge disappointment there. And it has to do with revelation of the truth, seeing how things are going, understanding the actual nature of things. It has to do with the information that has been gathered in the past. And here we have the Strength card again. That's on the side of Elon Musk. Elon Musk action. This is what he's trying to do. This is how he is behaving in this relationship. He is trying to obviously compose himself. He is trying to act in a civil, patient way and diplomatic. However, he's trying to control and force things on this friendship, if you call it like this, or on Donald Trump. Also, in his mind, we've got the reverse magician. Reverse magician, if within this set of cards, well, even if it's upright, it already talks about manipulation here, but it is reversed. And that means Also that he is trying to control, that he's trying to manipulate, that he's trying to steer things up. And when it comes reverse, that meaning is even stronger. The essence, the point of this friendship in general has a lot to do, the problematic aspect as well, has a lot to do with an establishment. We've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents establishments, big companies, hierarchy as well. And holding on to some sort of hierarchy here, holding on to money as well, to resources, and trying to keep the hierarchy going, almost as if he was himself, maybe Donald Trump, or Elon Musk. Maybe they still belong to some sort of hierarchy there, or at least one of them does. There is, it's like the Hierophant represents the situation where every boss has a boss that has a boss that has a boss that has a boss. And it's not just, we're not just seeing the person that is actually pulling the strings, even though Donald Trump does pull the strings quite a lot, but not as much. I feel that Elon Musk brings some sort of wealth and stability to this relationship. He has something to offer. But Donald Trump brings some sort of entrapment. That could be towards Elon Musk. Maybe this is not really the area of which he would feel the most comfortable. He is more of a free thinker, person who like to explore things, do things his own way, and I don't think he is the kind of person that would take orders for a long time. But also, the Eight of Swords, it's an energy of naming, shaming, blaming a lot, and this is what Donald Trump is bringing to this equation. So if that's what he's bringing, that's not the energy about him, that's the energy that he creates around other people. And this could have something to do with the disappointment that I could see. At the moment, Donald Trump is using the resources. He is he's using the support that he's getting. He's very well taken care of. He also might be making impression as if this is how he is behaving towards other people, towards Elon Musk especially. He is thinking business. He has decided to approach politics as a businessman, and we are seeing this with every single move he makes about Ukraine, about tariffs. He is basically he's occupied with producing something and selling it, with maintaining the good business, maintaining the value, the wealth, and he is trying to protect economical side, it seems. This is what his mind is all about. Elon Musk is more of a creator here. He is trying to create something new. But Donald Trump is trying to make sure that the business is being taken care of. Let's have a look. I feel like the things are going to slow down in a way. There is something that is could possibly be quite alarming, which is the near future, Eight of Wands, and what Donald Trump is bringing, Eight of Swords. It is some sort of entrapment. It feels like someone here is under attack of some sort, and I'm going to see also we got the strength card from Elon Musk and his behavior, so he's trying to force something here as well. Somebody's gonna have their hands tight, and I think it could have something to do with the legalities. That it might be impossible to move to do certain things. Realizing that something can't be done. Let's have a look. What shapeshifts do they make towards each other? Independently as well. Interesting. So Elon Musk again coming up first. I feel like Elon Musk might get some support, a new kind of support somewhere else, where he's being supported with things that he is not getting in this current establishment. The time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye towards Donald Trump. That is interesting, whether he would be resigning. He's not even getting paid apparently, but whether he would be taking a step back, leaving Donald Trump aside. For some reason he wants to say, he is saying goodbye to Donald Trump. And that is quite interesting. And his situation, Elon Musk's situation, is that he's going to contradict himself. He said something, he will do something, he thinks something, he feels something, he is something, and then all of a sudden he makes it clear that he's not. He's contradicting himself, and that might come up as a surprise. But it also is related to the fact that he is feeling too much pressure. It's a Beauty and a Beast scenario where he just needs a space in a relationship. It's becoming a little bit toxic. But then at the same time, it was him who was before trying to control the situation. It seems that Donald Trump is getting another crazy idea on what he wants to do within his presidency. We've got the black cat and the bats and the belfry. So he's got a crazy idea that everybody is like, whoa, hang on, like maybe not. Maybe this is not a reasonable path. And he sees the method in his own madness. And for that, for that behavior, he's losing his support. The black cat lost magic, attunement, rebalance. I think he's got another thing, another ace in his sleeve that he's going to pop, or another idea that he's going to get, and it is going to make him lose a lot of support, a lot of mojo, a lot of, I don't know how to call it. It's like he's losing. He might be losing the plot in a way, but at the same time, he knows he doesn't. He kind of knows what he's doing. And when it comes to his relationship to Elon Musk, it has something to do with now is the time to rewrite something. Now is the time to change the script. Now is the time to change whatever has been written down. Is that the legalities I've been talking about? Is that anything to do with Constitution? Now he's pressuring. There is a pressure from him that now is the time to do something. And it is directed towards Elon Musk. And it has something to do with his genius, with his creativity, or with writing, with anything that is being written. You see, you got pieces of paper here, and it might have something to do with rewriting the laws, or he wants to use Elon Musk genius within other areas and put that into practice. So basically, I feel that there is a need of control, and there is, as a problematic aspect at the moment between Donald Trump and Elon Musk, there is that willingness to gain financially, regardless of how it's being done, or trying to prevent what has been made, what has been earned. When it comes to money, the main person thinking about making money here is Donald Trump, but then also it seems that Elon Musk is bringing some stability and financial stability into the equation. Some of the methods that maybe one of them or both of them come up with are way too innovative or way too experimental, and it comes as a contrast to the old ways of doing things. When you have the care fund, which also is a problem here, is also in the between of the spread, is the absolute contrast of being innovative. It's more of being, it represents the ways that things that have always been done traditionally throughout the ages, the same way. And it's like the problem that they have is two aspects that are challenging towards each other, and those two problems are problems for each other, if that makes sense. Is the kind of like, you know what as if a man wants to have a traditional wife but doesn't want to be a traditional husband, or the opposite way. It's like you can't decide which values you're going to go with. Here, do you want to be traditional or do you want to be innovative? There are aspects of that too. Looking in the future with the tarot here, it looks like things are slowing down. And there is the fear of losing, financial loss. There is, because this card is reversed, the losing of the trust, losing of the good feeling about this relationship, however you want to call it. And and splitting of the ways in a way. Not splitting, because we've got the Hanged Man. Hanged Man comes in reverse, so it's not as stuck as it would be. It might become unstuck, whichever one of them this card represents. But it feels like this relationship is kind of coming to the end. And the Beauty and the Beast, when it comes to Elon Musk, you are unlike anyone else, which is contradicting to what has been said in the past. It might be that he might make it public that he's no longer a supporter of Donald Trump. And time to say goodbye. And new friends. This is what we got on the side of Elon Musk. So could that possibly be that he will all of a sudden start to support someone else, some other politician, or some other way of doing things, because Donald Trump is becoming a little bit too crazy, a little bit out of control, and he's losing his support, and he's losing his mojo, and people are questioning him. It's like he's lost his magic here, and it might have something to do with also putting a pressure on the creative side, or the rewriting of something right now. Also, now is the time. Now is the time to do something. He feels like now is the time to make some changes. I remember there was a time not long ago when Donald Trump said something about Elon Musk, and he said, I don't need him. I like him, but I don't need him. And it felt like a joke, because if he doesn't actually like him, and he says that he doesn't need him, he likes him, but he doesn't need him, and let's say they both know that he doesn't really like him, then that's like, get lost, Elon. I'm better than this. I got a weird vibe out of this, as if it was like a little needle, like, there you go, from Donald Trump. Maybe I'm over-interpreting this, but we'll see how this relationship plays out in the near future.